Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Hollins, and I just wanted to spend some time today giving you a look into a book I've been loving. It's called Cricket in the Thicket. It was written by Carol Murray and illustrated by Melissa Sweet. This book is such a valuable book for children. It includes all different poems about all different kinds of bugs, and we can see throughout the book, I'll show you some of the different insects that are included. I really loved, this is something that really stood out to me, was the table of contents. Each of the stories are labeled just like a regular table of contents with the page numbers, but they have the insect that it's talking about above them, and I think that's just really creative and a great way to include a table of contents. So throughout the book, we see all different kinds of poems with all different kinds of layouts that entice a reader to be engaged in that reading. And you can see here we have some fabulous illustrations to go along with it. I really love these poems because they're just the right amount of making you think about what the poem is saying and what the poem's talking about, and a little bit of that up front, you know what I'm talking about, sort of writing. So we have, this poem is called Go Ants Go. So we know from the illustration in that title that it's going to be about ants, but you can also see some of the words that are used in here: tugging, lugging, running, creeping. They're all really engaging words that are great for our young readers to get insight into some new vocabulary. So a great way to dig in with students on that vocabulary. Through this book, I worked with my students on the story Fruit Fly Fantasy. And this story was really engaging for them. This poem, it really got them thinking. And I know I work with first graders, so it's definitely a little bit more tricky to get them engaged in poems, but this is the perfect way for us to get introduced to poems and work with poems together. And they really enjoyed this and loved getting to go through some of the other poems in this book too, because they got super engaged. So we continued our learning with some other poems. And we even wrote our own poems. So feel free to click through this and enjoy what they've written and what we wrote together.